Walter Hartwell White, or just Walter White, is probably a name you recognize far and wide, whether it be from the many memes or from friends and family. We all know Walter White as a high school chemistry teacher that got lung cancer and due to a decline in net household income, started cooking meth part-time with a former student of his, Jesse Pinkman, so that he can make much needed money for his family. Walter White is a visibly Caucasian male. We know this by looking at his average skin composition and overall facial structure, staying consistently that of an average Caucasian throughout Breaking Bad, but there's one discrepancy that occurs in the series that could change this truth. In season 3, there was now a deleted scene of Jesse Pinkman and Walter White gathered around a collection of Chinese food on top of a coffee table, when mysteriously, Walter White spoke Chinese gibberish.
You don't decontaminate.
What are you even trying to say?
It is relatively unknown as to what came of Walter White to all of a sudden speak in this foreign language. There is one theory though. Walter Hartwell White is Chinese. We can at least entertain this theory because we never actually learn about Walter White's ethnicity in any part of Breaking Bad. But what we do know is that he physically does not look Chinese. However, this does not mean that he still can't be Chinese. We all know how genetics work. Moments after conception, 23 chromosomes are shared between the man and the woman. 23 individual chromosomes from both. These chromosomes are combined to make the 46 in every human. They determine all of your physical characteristics among many other things. Walter White inherited half of each of his parents' genetics. This means that Walt doesn't have to look Asian to be Asian. Just one of his parents could very well have been of Chinese descent. This parent is likely to be his mother. Walt's father, having the surname White, is definitely a sign that he was not of any Asian descent. Walt's mother, on the other hand, could very well have been Chinese, as we never see her throughout the series, and the most notable mention of her is in season 2, when Walt tells Skyler that he has to fly out of Albuquerque to go see her. We learn soon after that this was just a deception so Walt can cook meth with Jesse.
You brought a meth lab to the airport.
What?
The mention of Walt having to fly in a plane to see his mother may be evidence that she moved back to China, where she likely is from, if she had ever left in the first place. With all this long and hard circumstantial evidence, we can come to the conclusion that Walter Hartwell White is at least half Chinese. The gibberish Walt spoke was just a small stroke causing him to speak in his native tongue that has been sitting dormant in his mind, revived by seeing an Asian cuisine. Walt speaking Chinese gibberish may actually be an early sign that Walt's cancer is spreading to his brain, causing him to forget that he was supposed to be speaking English at that moment. So not only is Walter White Chinese, but he also may have an early stage of brain cancer, which is possible considering that one of the symptoms of brain cancer is personality or behavior changes. And throughout Breaking Bad, we see Walter White starting out as an arguably calm man, and then very quickly he became an irrational, sociopathic, psychotic drug lord. These dramatic changes in a person don't just happen without something affecting their brain. My next theory video will be discussing the possibility that Skyler White is actually Kim Wexler. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one.